I knew it. I knew they wouldn't just give us 2 seasons of bad TV. We would have to be subjected to many, many more. Hello everyone, I am Mecha Random 42, the one, the only, the original, your favorite YouTube consumer advocate, Harpy, and we got breaking news. I just dropped everything in the middle of lunch here, so sorry if I'm not completely put together. Batwoman! We have some urgent breaking Batwoman news, and I do check all of my feeds. Also, if you guys do like my content, please check your subscription feed. You guys are telling me I don't even show up in your feeds anymore. If that is the case, please leave a comment in this video. Also, if you do like my content, hitting the subscribe button might notify you of my videos, possibly, or the share, the thumbs up, the notification bell, you know, all the things. YouTube, I've been trying to hold YouTube to the flames a little bit here, because they are trying to pass the buck on to you guys, that it's the notifications that aren't going out. And I said, no, I'm not showing up in people's sub feeds. So you might not even see this video, but this is breaking urgent news to do with Batwoman. I know, right? Batwoman has been renewed for season 3. Of course it has. I completely predicted this. I said when all the little rumors were going around that it might be canceled because the ratings were dipping, I said no, they're going to use what they have right now, which is the recasting, whether it be for diversity reasons or just for marketing we've got a fresh new face in Batwoman. What can we do with this? Let's give it a shot. They're going to give us at least 3 seasons, probably even more. We might go up to 5, just because what else are they going to do? You can't just admit that the show is bad. People are getting tired of hearing the same old, you're an istinophobe if the show fails miserably. So they're just going to kind of keep it on. What else are they going to put in the time slot? I said it last season that it wasn't going anywhere, that it was going to get renewed no matter what. Then we got all this urgent dropping news of Ruby Rose quitting in the middle, just out of the blue, out of nowhere, in the middle of the season, pretty much towards the end, actually it was. And now this. So I'm getting ahead of myself. 20 minutes ago, this dropped from Variety. Walker, Flash, Riverdale among 12 CW shows to score early renewals. What else are they going to have on their network? This is one of the few networks that's still putting programming instead of just a bunch of reruns and reality shows. This is part of why I dipped out of a lot of television, because let's face it, if you sign up for your basic cable package and you go over to BBC America, for example, you're watching 4 hours of Kitchen Nightmares or whatever, which, don't get me wrong, I like, but you can only watch the same 4 hours so many times, especially when they take a 4-hour block and then they repeat it throughout the day, at least 2 or 3 times. So you can't even stick on your favorite channel because they're just repeating the same content over and over again. All the shows are All American renewed for season 4, Batwoman renewed for season 3, Charmed. I have not watched the Charmed show. I didn't watch the original anyway. I hear it's not very good and it's going all wokey woke again just because and there's nothing original, no originality anymore. DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Dynasty, The Flash. How is The Flash 8 seasons in? In the Dark, Legacies, Nancy Drew, Riverdale, season 6. How is Riverdale in 6 seasons? Now, would Riverdale be something you guys want me to bite the bullet on? You guys know, I'm not the hugest superhero comic person. When I was collecting comics, it was Archie. When I was a kid, it was Archie and EC Horror. Those are the big ones that I would collect, and I had them bagged and boarded, too. I was one of those kids, and then I just kind of fell out of it because it was Archie. I was collecting Archie. I was collecting the Archies, to be honest. Do you guys want me to torture myself with Riverdale reviews? I would probably do that if enough people showed interest, because at least it's something I can compare. At least I can say, yes, in the comic, these were these characters. And in Riverdale, now it's not. Roswell, New Mexico, season 4, Legends of Tomorrow and the Dark Dynasty, and Roswell have yet to debut with their new seasons yet this year. Oh, so they're renewing them before they're even aired. Freshman show Kung Fu. Is it Kung Fu High? Oh, is it Kung Fu High by any chance? Because, as you know, I would like to pitch Kung Fu High.
Coming to the CW, another series about teen romance that descends into ass-kicking action. Miguel and Sam share tender moments talking about their feelings, And when Robbie finds out, all hell breaks loose. The CW presents a new kind of team drama that will kick you in the balls. Coming this fall, it's Kung Fu High.
That's a show I want to make. But then again, I like being behind the scenes more than I do any of these shows. Here we go. CW has ordered 5 additional episodes for season 1 of Walker, 2 additional episodes of Superman and Lois. Oh, you know where we're going with this one too. I also have a show pitch for Superman and Lois. It's a little bit more of an HGTV sort of crossover show, but...
Coming soon to HGTV, the reality show that's faster than a speeding bullet. Will America's sweethearts Lois Lane and Clark Kent meet their deadline and flip their house in time? We'll find out in Flip This Dump, Fortress of Solitude Edition, coming to HGTV.
You know, it's one of those shows where they flip houses. A lot of fun. And let's see, 18 episodes total for its first season and 15 for Superman and Lois. Though we're just a few weeks into the new season, we wanted to get a strategic head start on next season with these early renewals, which allows our production team to start laying out story arcs and hiring staff. Because when you just fly by the seat of your pants, it doesn't quite work that well. And you kind of need some direction on where you're going with these stories to make them make sense. Make sense just a little bit. That's what we learned with Babylon 5. That's how Babylon 5 was so well. It was laid out for 5 seasons in advance of what big plot points we were going to hit. And then, fill in the blanks as you go. Of course, there was the whole it got canceled, or they thought it was going to get canceled. They rushed it to end at season 4. But at least it was a really good way to tell a story, to actually lay out a story. And I can see part of why they did this. This seems to me like they're trying to just go into what do we have right now because of, the whole great toilet paper shortage of 2020, which I can't say for some reason. It's okay, we're going in one take with this. Because of all that, they couldn't really develop, hire, write. You couldn't have a whole bunch of pitch meetings. You couldn't really, you could over Zoom calls and stuff, but this was so much more easy. These shows are already pretty well staffed. They already have their costumes already designed. They already have sets. They already have casting for the most part. So this seems like a pretty smart move to try and take a few, even though the shows aren't doing super well, even though people don't really like the shows, it's going to save some what ifs. What if we put all this money into a new show and it flops? Because this is the same thing with Star Trek Discovery. This is why that one keeps getting renewed, and they'll probably get renewed until the end of time. Because they already have it. The money's already spent. They don't have to put up a bunch of capital to hire and get a whole new production team, to get a whole bunch of new sets. And I know a lot of these shows, they'll reuse sets. They'll reuse set pieces. Like what happened with, this is how you did Star Trek well back in the day. They would just reuse the sets from the movies for the different TV shows. I should go into TV. I really want to do that. Also, do you guys like the little commercial things? I'm enjoying those. As the CW 2020-21 season kicks into high gear, we're thrilled. Creatively with the direction of our first new shows out of the gate, Walkerman and Superman and Lois, that's a new one, Walkerman and Superman and Lois, that we wanted to order the additional episodes to complete their first seasons. They didn't even have the first seasons done. They didn't have the first season. Well, again, I wonder how much the whole 2020 stuff had to do with a lot of that. We wanted to order and are particularly pleased with the huge success of the launch of Walker. I've heard it sucked. That's what I've heard. I've heard people are like, yeah, it's out and it's kind of stupid. Which debuted as our most watched series premiere in 5 years because people were curious to see if it was good or bad. That's why I thought more people would watch Batwoman, to be perfectly honest. But I'm kind of enjoying riffing it, and I'm kind of enjoying how ridiculously bad Batwoman is. So if they can just take my advice. Make it funny on purpose. Like, make it so over the top and camp. More Jingle Bells Batman Smells moments like in episode 1. More ridiculousness. Be self-aware that you are a silly, goofy superhero show. Stop taking yourself so seriously. Have some fun in life. That's what we're missing. We're missing fun. We're missing fun. All these shows take themselves so seriously, and they all have the slow, sad music playing. It's always a sad, emo cover. And it's not even emo. It's just some whispery girl girl with a piano covering some song from the 80s or some public domain song, for crying out loud. The CW is also plotting multiple spin-offs via backdoor pilots, which makes a lot of sense business-wise. What's a backdoor pilot, you might ask? It is where somebody takes some existing characters and focuses a lot on some existing sort of side characters in a television series, like they did with Star Trek with Strange New Worlds. And I'm not going to play the video of that anymore because we're getting to the end here pretty soon. But they take some existing characters and they test that and see what people's reactions are. They'll focus on them in an entire episode or for most of the episode, or be a big sort of sub-character subplot. And then they'll say, well, people like these characters. Let's spin them off into another show. This is how you got Cleveland coming out of Family Guy because he had some backdoor pilots. Empty Nest was a perfect example of a backdoor pilot in The Golden Girls back in the day. You had Empty Nest sort of as a side character, like, hey, here's some, and sometimes they do it with characters that don't even exist, like with Empty Nest, for example. Those characters didn't even exist in the Golden Girls universe. They just said, hey, here's our old friend, this doctor who's he was a geriatrics doctor on the Golden Girls, and he was played by a different actor too. It wasn't Richard Mulligan. I'm going on tangents. Anywho, they just take existing characters or they bring in some new characters that you've never seen before sometimes to just say, hey, we're gonna associate it with this other universe, which makes sense business-wise, and I'm surprised we haven't had a lot more of that lately, instead of all these shows trying to come up on their own with these remakes, reboots, reimaginings, and all that crap. Just do more backdoor pilots. Expand your universes that you have. I don't know. These shows aren't very good anyway, but tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am MechaRandom42, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Live stream, or wherever, probably baking tonight, so check your notifications. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
For the best cat litter when